Hi fellow teachers! Today, I will be teaching you how to use Google Meet, send Google Meet links to your students, and what extensions would be very beneficial for us teachers. Without further ado, let's start! To access Google Meet, we will start with the Google browser. Once you open Google Chrome, you will be arriving at this page. Make sure you are using the correct Google account. So for now, I will be switching to my DepEd account. There. Afterwards, go to the address bar or the URL bar and type meet.google.com. Or you can also access Google Meet in the 9 boxes icon here where you can find the Google Apps. Just scroll down and you will see the icon for Google Meet. Next, you will be arriving at this page. You will see here the button showing join or start a meeting, and it says here that nothing is scheduled today. If you have a Google Calendar and you have scheduled like a Google meeting, it will appear here, but then I haven't scheduled anything, so this is how my screen looks like. Now, as a teacher, we will be the one who will initiate the meeting. So you will be clicking join meeting, and then you will be entering the meeting code or nickname. What we can do here is to type a unique nickname for our Google meeting. For example, the name of the section that we will be meeting, because there are some cases when your chosen nickname would be the same as the nickname chosen by another person, just like what happened to me yesterday, wherein I typed sample, and then once I entered the meeting, I got confused because I saw another person already in the meeting. So perhaps another person could have chosen that name already. So it's very important that you choose another name or a unique name. But then you can also leave it blank if you are just trying to use it for the first time. For example, I will be using my section's name, which is 10 nickel. And then click continue. After clicking continue, you will be seeing this page. As you can see, my video is already working, and also I have a microphone icon here. But then, since I am recording this video in another software, I will be using or choosing another microphone. You can change your default hardware by clicking this 3 dots icon or 3 dots button here. You can see here the settings. In the settings, you will be shown the different options for audio and video. For the microphone, I will be changing it to another microphone which I have. Let's say the built-in microphone for the camera I'm using. And then the speakers would be the headphones that I am using. And then for the video, I will be using the video camera that I am using right now. For these settings, it will be up to you which microphones and speakers you will be choosing, because it's up to you what works best for you. But then, it is indicated here that if you use different devices for your microphone and speaker, it can cause echo. So take note of that. And if you are speaking and if your microphone is already working, you can see that the 3 lines here are moving. Alright, so let's close this. Before we start this Google meeting, also like to explain to you some useful extensions that you can install to your Google Chrome. because these extensions are not readily available. You have to install them manually first before you start any Google Meeting. If you install them while you are in the middle of the meeting, this will not work. So as you can see here, in the upper right part of my screen, you can see 3 Google extensions. Now, I will be showing you where you can find them so you can install them. I have tested them and they work fine, but then there are plenty of extensions which have the same names. So very important that you look at the name of the extension and install the correct ones. The first one is the Google Meet Grid View. By default, Google Meet would just show you 16 people, I think, at a time. Therefore, if you have students that are greater in number, let's say 40 plus, it would be difficult for you as a teacher to see all of them on screen. So you need to install this for you to be able to see everyone. Next is the reactions for Google Meet. And finally, the Google Meet attendance. The Google Meet attendance would automatically give you the logs of your students when they started to enter or when they entered the meeting, kailan sila nagkaroon ng problem na na-log out sila accidentally and kailan sila bumalik ulit. You will be seeing them and they will be automatically downloaded once you enable the setting. Let's go now to the extensions. So let's type here in the address bar Google extensions and then find this page, Chrome Web Store extensions. Don't worry because these are safe to install. The extensions have the icon showing a puzzle piece. So for example, I type here Google Meet. Maraming lalabas dyan. We have Google Meet Plus, Breakout Rooms, Enhancement Suite, so on and so forth. But then, I will not be explaining these to you because I haven't checked them yet. So let's find first the grid view. Okay, so as you can see here, we have a lot of grid view extensions, but then make sure you will be adding this. It is a green icon and there is a name enclosed in a parenthesis which shows a fix. As you can see here, there's a button remove from Chrome kasi I have already installed it, but then if you haven't installed it yet, you will be seeing add to Chrome. Alright? So, yan, nakikita nyo rito yung example ng screen natin. Okay, so once you click add to Chrome, click add extension. And you will be seeing it here already on the upper part of your screen. So next for the reactions, yan, nakita natin dito na nandito na siya agad, nod reactions for Google Meet. So far, this is also working, but then I think if you want to see your students doing it also, they have to install the extension. If they haven't installed the extension, they cannot see your reaction and you cannot see theirs. They also do the same process for this extension. And for the final one, the Google Meet attendance. So the icon is a green check mark offered by this person. Make sure you have installed all 3 extensions before you start your Google Meeting. Next, for the Google Meet attendance, you can see here a class list. Okay. So yesterday, I started a Google Meeting with my advisory class, and these are the students that attended my Google Meeting. As you can see, their names are still here because Google Meet extension or the Google Meet extension assumes that they will still be joining your Google Meeting the next time. If you want to clear these names, it's alright. Just click this icon, it says here, clear the class list field. So, ayan. Pag click ko yan, mabubura yan. Once your Google extensions are already installed, you can now start with your meeting. Press Join Now. Once you click Join Now, you will be seeing this joining info. So this joining info will be the one that you will be sending to your students. Just click copy joining info, and if you have a group or messenger group, you can just copy and paste this info. If your students would be asking for the meeting code, they just need this, how many letters? 3, 7, 10 letters without the dash. You have to copy this, send it to them, and make sure you remove the dash. The FUNDUUGYIZ. Alright, so there. Once you send this to them, they can already join. But then, since they are outside DepEd and I am using a DepEd email, you will be prompted from time to time that someone is joining the meeting and they are not part of Department of Education. You have to accept them one by one. But then if someone joins the meeting, for example, your head teacher joins the meeting and he or she uses DepEd email, there is no need to accept that person or your head teacher. Okay, so I will be closing this. If we inspect this page, you will be seeing that I am the only one here because I have no scheduled meeting today. But then it would appear like this if you have a meeting. So this snapshot was taken yesterday during my class. So I have around 33 plus students who joined the meeting, and as you can see in this screenshot, I can see all of them in the meeting. I think it can capture 100 plus or more. You can also tweak the settings. So if you click this icon, as you can see here, you can choose whether you only want to show the participants with video. But then I ticked that off because most of my students cannot show video because they are saving data. Because if you are using the video, it would consume more data. Okay, and then I also checked to include myself in the grid and enable grid view by default. So, ibig sabihin, once you enter Google Meet, grid view would be activated. Why did I include myself in the grid? Because in the normal Google meeting, you are not included, or I am not included. So you can see here on the upper part, there is a small picture of me here. Diyan lang yung aking picture. So kapag may picture taking, napakaliit ko. O gusto ko isama yung sarili ko dun sa grid. Alright? What else? For the node reactions for Google Meet, you can see it here in the upper left part. I can click this one, thumbs up, thumbs down, clap, wave, tas to celebrating and laughing. So, for example, I click this. Yan. Nakita nyo sa baba na merong laughing. So, makikita ni teacher yan kung halimbawa ako yung student, tapos meron din akong installed na ganito. Halimbawa naman, gustong magtaas ng kamay ni student, so click lang na yan. Very useful when you have muted everyone in the Google Meeting kasi para hindi na sila mag-on and off ng kanilang microphone. What else? Let's go to the attendance. As you can see here at the bottom part, there is a check mark. The check mark would not be available here if you are using the default Google Meet. So it would only appear once you have installed the attendance, the Google Meet attendance extension. Makikita natin, there's a floating bar here showing all the participants. If you want to remove them, you just click clear the class field, and then it would ask something that if you are sure to clear or to delete the names of these people. So I click OK. So it also shows here the start time, which is 2:57, and then the duration of the meeting, which is already 6 minutes. Let's say it's around 3:04 p.m. and then andyan lang siya. So pwede nyo siyang igalaw-galaw kung saan-saan para hindi siya nakaharang sa mga estudyante mo. Okay? So what's nice about this extension, the Google Attendance, is that I think it checks the attendance every 5 minutes. You can also tweak the settings. Oh, these are the things that I checked here. Automatically remove previous meet checks. Auto-save the HTML file and CSV file. So after this meeting, if I click end call, an HTML file and a CSV file, which is similar to Microsoft Excel, would be downloaded automatically. They both display the same info, but then it's very useful to check who left the meeting, who joined the meeting, at which time. So makikita natin yan. Kasi of course, if we have a lot of students, it would be very difficult for us to monitor everyone, especially that the thumbnails are always moving. Right now, I started a new Google meeting because a while ago I was having a difficulty getting the class list because I don't have any participant in this video. So I joined my other account, my dummy account, for this purpose. As you can see, once your other student joined, the class list would be repopulated with the names. You can see my name here and my dummy account name here. We can move this in other places. Ayan. Okay, so yeah. After some time, we will be ending this video. I can also present my PowerPoint if I want by clicking present now. You have 3 options here: entire screen, window, Chrome tab. So I can choose window, for example, and then I will be opening a PowerPoint presentation. I will be choosing this PowerPoint and then click share. Ayan. You will know that you are already presenting when you can see here you are presenting text. Now, if you are done presenting, you can just click this one, stop sharing, and then your PowerPoint presentation would disappear. If you are done with your Google meeting, you can just leave the call. Of course, you wait for all your students to go out of the meeting and then leave the call, and afterwards you can see here that a class list is generated both in CSV file and HTML file. If we try to open this file, you can see here the attendance of the students. The green ones would show us the times when the students are available or are on the screen or are attending the Google meeting, while those times that are colored white, they are not available or are not in the meeting. So perhaps they encountered technical issues or nawalan sila ng internet. There could be many reasons. Also, in this attendance report, you can see the meeting ID, the date, the earliest arrival time, the start time, and the length of the Google Meet. In this picture, I am showing you the Google Meet attendance generated yesterday from my Google meeting with my 10 Nickel students. So there you go. I hope this short tutorial was able to somehow help you navigate through Google Meet and how to use the extensions. Happy teaching! Bye!